Okay, so students, now I'll elaborate it in more detailing classification for the refrigeration and air conditioning. See, we have the schematic layout which represents that the components compressor, number one. Then number two, we have the condenser. Then number three, we have the expansion valve. Number four, we have the refrigerator. Now, first of all, if you separate it, while separating it, you will see that there will be a high temperature and a low pressure side, and a high temperature and a high pressure side. So what happens is the main working in this particular is the refrigerant. Okay. Now this refrigerant is flowing in the system. So in the evaporator, what happens is the evaporator consists of the refrigerant that has been flown from a low pressure side to a high pressure side. So what is happening is we are basically transferring the refrigerant from a low pressure side to a high pressure side. Now in the low pressure side, we have the evaporator. Now heat, as you can see, it's already written here. Okay. The heat moves from inside air to the refrigerant. So there is a phase change. Phase change means the liquid takes the heat, gets converted into gaseous form. So the phase is being changed. The compressor then compresses the low pressure gas to a high pressure gas. So here also the pressure has been increased and the temperature has been increased of the refrigerant. Then the refrigerant passes on to the condenser. Now what happens in the condenser is if we choose the condenser through this blue color representation, so the condenser will dissipate the heat to the surroundings. So as we discussed in the thermodynamics, we have a system, we have the surroundings, how the heat has been entered into the system, how the heat has been moved out of the system. So the condenser is removing the heat from the refrigerant to the outside air. So here there is also system exchange taking place. System exchange taking place. So the system exchange with the system to the surroundings, and this high pressure gas, then when it is giving the heat to the environment, then it converts into high pressure liquid and with a low temperature. So the phases of the refrigerant is being changed. So here what we are getting is we are getting a high pressure liquid. Now this particular expansion device, what it does is it expands and it converts this high pressure liquid to the low pressure liquid. So what it is basically doing, expander is expanding, though maintaining the pressure at lower than the pressure that is being received from the condenser. So once it passes through the expansion valve, then it enters into the evaporator. Similarly, the cycle goes on and the process is being completed. So very important is schematic layout, name of the components, high pressure side and low pressure side, and the flow cycle. So here you can see in this particular image how the line diagram is being represented. We have the evaporator outlet, evaporator inlet, then we have the condenser, then we have the compressor, how the fan is basically cooling the condenser, how the refrigerant and then passing on through the refrigeration system. So students, I think you must have understood the working principle of a refrigerant inside a refrigeration unit to maintain a low temperature, and the compressor has to work efficiently so that we get low temperature in the evaporator. So if the main functioning or the work done is by the compressor, and the heat is taken from the system through the evaporator, heat is given to the surroundings through the condenser, the expansion valve is expanding further the pressure, therefore lowering its temperature and pressure. So this is the basic principle or fundamental of a refrigeration systems. And I think with the help of a schematic layout, we have elaborated it and described more in detail. So thank you everyone.